folks, it's Skip here again from Woodworking UK. I'm bringing you the next instalment of Skip's Tips. These are just a quick series of little snippets of tips to try and help you along a bit. I'm going to stick with the current theme of freehand routing, and I'm going to assume you've watched the last 2 or 3 videos, so you know that you use your non-slip mat. We've got as paper, stencils, glued to our workpiece with the Pritt stick or the Yoo-hoo, you know, the glue sticks that your kids use in the craft lessons. We've got the depth set on your router already, so you don't have to worry about that. And the next thing I wanted to show you is how to grip the router, because it's not the conventional way of gripping a router. Let me just adjust this camera a little bit. Sack the cameraman. Right. So, normally a router is designed to hold the grips, these handles here, which is what you'd normally do. You'd plunge, slide it around, but you're trying to follow a really intricate little pattern. You're kind of pushing the router above its centre of gravity, so it's going to tip easily. You catch this piece here is a good example where I've got 3 boards fastened together. You catch a little edge on there, tip. That's it. You've ruined your piece. So what I do, grip the bottom, grip the base of the router. So some people, I think Pam Harris on the group, she showed a good example. Make a perspex base to screw the base of your router onto, with a couple of handles either side to hold it with. You can do this. I personally don't see the need for me, because I've got a good sized router base anyway. But if you're going to use a palm router, a trim router like the little Katsu's, that is definitely a good idea, because it gives you a much more stable base, more surface area, less likely to tip. So what I'm doing with this, I've not plunged it, but let's just assume it's plunged. Plunge down, you tip your bit into your work so you make contact, and then just grip the bottom, grip the base of it, right here. You've got more control. You hold it as low down as you possibly can. You catch a little edge. It's ideal to not have any edges showing. These really need sanding flat, so you're not going to catch anything. But you do catch the edge of your stencil, anything else. You've got hold of it at the bottom. You've got much more control than if you've got hold of it up here. It's not going to tip. So once you've tipped it to your workpiece, what I like to do, don't have your hands up here, so you're moving it with your whole arms. Get your elbows down, even these, what are they called, the heels of your hand, planted onto your workpiece. So all you're moving it with, your heels of your hand don't move. I don't even know if they're called heels, but we're going to call these bits of your hands heels for now, just in case they are. They don't move. Just keep it there. So you've got from your heel of your hand down to your elbow, supporting everything. Nothing that's not moving. It's just your fingers that's moving. Then once you get to a part where you need to move it, move the heel of your hand while the router stays still, and carry on. I hope you can see that there from the camera. So I'm not, keep my hand firmly on the wood and literally move it with your fingers. Yeah? Right. So that's how that's how I find easiest, let's put it that way. I find it easiest and the most stable, and make least mistakes if I do it like that. Grip it right at the bottom, heels of your hands planted firmly on your workpiece, just move it with your fingers. Okay, so you've got your heels of your hands planted firmly, your router depth. I've plunged the router down, set the depth in a scrap piece, got it held at an angle. I'm going to turn on the router and go for your first letter. Okay, so you've done your first bit. Now normally, what I'd advise to do is to now peel this little bit of a template off, or sand it back, but just sand that bit off, because you get to this bit, and you're moving along, and you basically right to catches these edges here, these rough bits of paper and stuff, and it can make you stutter. So I'd normally advise to move them off. I mean, all this is just really getting to do it for your first time. When you get a bit more confident, that's it. I mean, sometimes if I'm doing something big, I do slide my hands about, but I'm just trying to teach you the way to do it if you've never done it before. This is like a freehand writing 101, if you like. So let me adjust the cameraman here. So that's it for this Skips Tips. If you've not joined already, please feel free to go on over to Facebook and join the Woodworking UK group. I will put a link down in the description. It's the fastest growing and certainly the friendliest woodworking group on Facebook. So go on over there, join up. It is for UK members only, unfortunately. We just like to keep it that way, so everything's relevant and everything. You know, we talk about tools and the sort of timbers you get in the UK. I know a lot of the worldwide groups and the really big groups, they talk about things that's not necessarily wrong, but we can't get hold of that sort of timber. They've got different brand tools, that sort of thing. So we keep it to just UK members. So if you're in the UK and you want to join, get on over there, and myself or one of the other admin will approve your membership into the group. And like I say, I'll put a link down in the description. Thanks a lot.